will continue reading the books, Anatomy, Demystifying Chakras. Just share. Last time we understood the chakras, the states of chakras, that is the bud and the blossom flower stage. And we understood the 5 elements and the chakra relationship and the conditions at the chakra. Today we'll conditions at the chakra. That is when the chakra blossoms, the energy is gradually released. And this energy we feel in the form of emotional conditions created in the heart. When we nurture these inner conditions and make them as a part of our nature, they express themselves as a qualities in our behavior. So transmission, last time we had heard that clearing and cleansing around the field happens, chakra field, and then transmission of impulse. The transmission and the guru's work create conditions that we experience. So at the first chakra, we develop acceptance, and at the second chakra, we develop peacefulness, and so on. So we should imbibe this condition and immerse ourselves, then only we will grow. Otherwise, it will be lost. Now, colors at chakras. So in meditation, practitioners may observe various colors, especially in the early years of practice. So when the work happens on at the first chakra, a yellow light may appear during meditation. Similarly, depending on the chakras, you might see white, pink, orange, red, green, or bluish colors. And the colors can appear as a gentle glow, a gradient, or a flash in your meditation. And sometimes when you are moving from one chakra to another, there is often an intermingling of the colors. And also, not everyone notices colors. Some individual may not observe colors also. They might observe the vibrations, the movements, or the feelings that arise during meditation. Now we'll see the movement. So movements during meditation we can observe as clockwise or the anti-clockwise or in the both directions. The chakras form an energy field, and the energy field of each person is unique. Okay. The chakra and the energy field of each chakra is unique. Even the identical twins, they will not have the energy field similar. You may feel it as a gentle buzzing or rotating movement at the chakra's location. Sometimes you also feel other sensations like the chakra throbbing, pulsing, pinching, and even giving you a tickle. And this sometimes happens even after the meditation. While you're working or watching television, you may feel that vibration in the chest area, palm, soles of your feet, or at the back of your head. So observe these signs and understand that work upon chakra is going on. And at that time, you can close your eyes gently and center yourself by connecting to the heart with love, as if like shifting a baby who is asleep and we are putting onto the bed. So that gentleness should be there when you are connecting our attention as, towards your heart. So sometimes you may feel um, the pulsating or vibration in the crown area of the head. You may feel a gentle circular pressure pushing downward. Other times you may feel sensation at the temple area, at the third eye area, temple, or at the occipital region, that is behind. And sometimes when work upon chakras is happening, especially heart chakras, there may be a mild skin pigmentation. Now, this was observed by Daaji while he was on the spiritual project of meditation. He noticed the pinkish spots at the heart of the chakras, that where the work being carried out. And then he says also, don't expect this, because in meditation nothing is expected and it may vary from person to person. Next is locating points and chakras. So he's saying we are a living atlas carrying the map to the center with us. So he is asking us to understand the points, location of the chakras, points A, B, C, and D. So the first thing he is saying, locate A, B, C, D on the body. And points, he says, are specialist chakras, and each has a specific foundation role in guiding the energy flow through the chakras. So the point A is at the base of the sternum. Our rib cage is there, no? So rib cage, when it finishes, immediately there, the sternum, where the rib cage cavity begins. Measure 1 finger width from the sternum. Then move 4 fingers width to the left. This is the location of the point B. First you point B, and the 2 fingers above point B is point A. And point C is on the bottom rib directly below point B. Point D is 2 fingers to the left of point C, directly underneath the left nipple. So he says he took himself in the mirror and then identified all these spots. Over time, then you will become adept at identifying the vibration at these points. Now the 16 chakras, so he says first we begin by locating the first chakra, that is the heart chakra, according to heartfulness. So this lies between the left nipple and the point D. So it is as if like we are in the center, no? Like if we divide our body part from the center, so like this area mirror image. So 1 and 2 uh, are the mirror image. So 1 is the sternum as he has mentioned, and 2 is the mirror image. Then 3, just above 1 is 3, and the 3 and 6 are mirror image of each other. So 1 to 5 are in the heart regions of chakra, and mind region chakras are 6 to 12. 5 is at the throat, that is the where the shoulder blades connect, that is the fifth one. And then he says the earlobe. From the earlobe, if you take your thumb and index, and from the left side also, both where it merges, that is the joint. Both, if you keep from the top of your earlobe, both hands connected, that is the Sahasrara. And he gave an acronym as SDK, that is Sahasra Dal Kamal. So that's SDK. And 2 fingers above and below is your 10 and 11 chakras. And the behind, just medulla oblongata behind, that is 13. Like this, he is mentioning the 13 chakras. Now you will say, where are the other 3 for the 16? So 14, 15, 16, he is saying as root chakra, sacral chakra, and navel chakra. So in heartfulness, the 13 chakras, it starts from here, the heart. The 1 to 5 is heart region, and 6 to 12 is the mind region, That is from here to backside. That is 6 to 12. And then apart from that, you have our usual what we have seen in other books, root chakra, sacral chakra, and the navel chakra. The sixth chakra is a little forward and the seventh is on the back. The seventh chakra is also larger than the sixth. The root chakras plays the role of making one feel grounded. It provides the primary support for existence and perpetuates the most fundamental need of survival. And the sacral chakra, this is the dwelling place of the lower self and is responsible for procreation and sensuality. In Sanskrit, it's called Swadhisthana. And the root chakra in Sanskrit, it is called as Muladhara. Navel chakra located at the navel. This chakra generates the ego aspect of domination and ruling. The sense of pride and power comes from here. In Sanskrit, it's called Manipura. The main purpose of these three chakras is to ensure our survival. They are responsible for actions that deal with food, sex, power, dominance, and so on. So, in heartfulness practices, the focus is on purifying the system and awakening the heart chakra first, which then leads to the activation of higher chakras. But I have heard in other books and talks that first we have to work on root chakra, sacral chakra, then only a balance happens. But in this heartfulness, they are saying the heart chakra is to be awakened first, and then automatically it leads to the activation of higher chakras. And then, as the system becomes purified, energy from the higher chakras flows down and nourishes these lower chakras, that is Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipura chakra. So, meditating on the heart benefits both higher and lower chakras. This is the basic principles of heartfulness. The heart chakra and others above it are dominant in animals. Because of this, animals cannot evolve their consciousness willfully. Awakening the heart chakra and evolving consciousness is possible for humans, but it requires our willing and joyful participation. And he says, continue practicing the awakening of the heart chakra through meditation. And whenever you realize that you are off track, press the reset button and resume with full intensity. This ends our demystifying chakras. No, there is another. That is the 4 stages of flowering of chakra. That will take. If anyone wants to share anything or hints, please unmute yourself. I'll read a question one meditator is asking. Practitioner Daji, I struggle with reading what is going on inside my mind and body. How can I improve in this area? He's saying to make sense of the world outside, you have the toolbox of the 5 senses. You can smell the roses, see the sunset, feel the touch of your beloved, and taste the finest life has to offer. Since birth, our attention have been directed outward toward the external world. Our attention is easily distracted like a kitten chasing a red laser doll. It's all over the place. When you embark on the spiritual anatomy project, you mark a turnaround. Through meditation, you focus your attention inward, like shining a spotlight on the stage of the soul. It takes some time to explore the landscape and get used to the inner view. You need to cultivate sensitivity for inner exploration. To develop sensitivity, your attitude in meditation should be like that of a cat waiting for a mouse. So much alertness is needed, but most people get so absorbed that they go deep into meditation and can't observe much. It takes time to develop the sensitivity to understand the work happening within. Start with small steps. For example, identify where you felt heaviness or lightness in the chest, left side or right, upper half or lower. How was the flow of transmission? How was your condition before meditation? And how was it after? What thoughts did you have? Start writing all these details in your journal, and your sensitivity will grow. But sensitivity can be a double edged sword. Let's say you are very sensitive, then you are an open door for all the good, bad, and ugly around you. Would you tolerate everything that came your way? So, a lower sensitivity threshold is Mother Nature's way of protecting you. As you become more accepting, generous, and forgiving, you become more sensitive. If you are already sensitive, use your gift by working on yourself. Develop higher levels of acceptance and generosity. That will make the sensitivity tolerable, and you can use it where necessary as a tool. This is a tip Daaji has given to one of the practitioners when asked, was I audible? Thank you, Gaganji, for the message. So, if there are no sharings, good. Shall we end the session? Thank you all for joining and adding your energies. Meet in the evening next with next month.